It is tax day, or tax day is really tomorrow. And this is part or. Yeah, it is part or, I believe, already. I'm riding Metro from Chicago to Waukegan, and then I stay in Waukegan for an hour, and then ride the Tron to Kenosha, and then ride the Tron back to Chicago. And then take METRA West Line back to Lombard, which is the town that I used to live in, the town I grew up in. The town I lived in since I dropped out my mother's twat way back in 1960, and then I lived there until 1996 and moved to Florida, which is a fucking cesspool of shit. But now I almost regret not living in Florida anymore because they now have the Brightline Tron in Florida. It's a high-speed Tron that goes from Miami to Fort Lauderdale and West Palm Beach. Well, the weather's still going to be fucking hot though, and it's along the East Coast, like they had urban sprawl go all the way out to the Everglades, and they didn't bother to build railroad tracks, and didn't bother to build trons that went out there. That would be too wise and smart to do something like that. But so for the most part, living in Florida would probably still suck. And I didn't live there was Tri-Rail. I didn't live anywhere near Tri-Rail. This Tron is really fast. Apparently it doesn't stop in Highwood. He said wood. Yeah, he said wood. Yeah. No, I spent a shitload of money on vacation, so I'm going to Atlanta. Oh god, there were some problems with Elliot last time I went. Oh god. I hope the problems aren't gonna be bad again or worse. At least it's a place to stay in June. She's gotta be my soulmate. She's one of the few people who think the way I do about things. On most things anyway. Cloudy out, it's dark, and the lights from the window are interfering with it, getting a good view. I don't know what road that is. Battery was even to unpercent when I last checked. Which the late great George Carlin said that's the same as Ixta on with 3 fingers up your ass. George Carlin. The great things that he talked about. See the bike path on the other side of the Tron. Oh god. God, what good horrible things will happen between now and then. And of course I go next year. I'll probably go back to Joliet. I don't mean the prison, fuck that. Lake Forest already. I think anyway. Yeah, it's Ritzy Titsy. North Chicago. Rather scummy. I wonder if but they said it's North Chicago is one of the safest cities in the country. I find that difficult to believe, but I guess it is. Or it may have changed a lot since the Anton Evans. Yeah, next year I have to ride the BNSF Trons. I have to ride that Tron. I have not ridden that Tron yet. I think I'm going to take a Tron to Aurora next year. God, it's expensive. Ritzy Titsy here. Even in the Anton Evans, only rich people could live here. There's another Tron. Trons are fucking cool. It's exciting to get a video of a Tron while riding the Tron. I'm actually seeing some snow on the ground. Oh my God. Further north will be, oh God, where I live. I don't think it'll be all gone by the time I get there. Get back home, I mean. Regardless of how much battery is left, I'm going to switch to the other camera for the last part of the video going to Waukegan. Great Lakes is next to Naval Base. Oh. Well, before my mother realized I had Asperger's and realized I was weird, she tried to force me to be friends with this guy person, when I was in my special ed class, who was a real fucking asshole. He was homophobic and God, and he kept lecturing me on how I should be a conformist and how I need to cut my fingernails. And I think that's why my parents tried to force him to be my friend, but like everything else my parents tried to do, it would turn around and bite him in the ass in the long run. And he joined the Navy. He got some kind of award or something. And my mother tried to shove it down my throat about how much better he was than I. Then she couldn't figure out why I was so. Why I ended up going to PTSD mode, especially after moving to Florida. Couldn't figure that out. I'd be all pissed off and full of psychotic fucking rage. Great Lakes was on the other side. That's it, I believe. Yeah, I'm gonna stop this and make a part. I believe it's either this, but you have to switch cameras though. This is the Great Lakes Station.